Hi, I'm sometimes asked, do I have a script that can make a paragraph one line longer or one line shorter? And the answer is yes, I do actually. They're not on the ID Extras website yet. I hope to put them there, but I've been using them for a long time. And they're called paragraph lengthen, paragraph shorten. I have them here in my scripts panel. And very, very easy to use. There's no trick to it. You just put your cursor in a paragraph, and let's say I want to make this paragraph one line shorter. Double click on paragraph shorten, and it's made it one line shorter. Okay, I'm going to undo, Control Z to undo this. This is what it was. You see, these two words were on this line, and then if I redo, this is what it made it. Let's just remove any overrides from this paragraph. Now let's say I want to make this paragraph longer. So I go to paragraph lengthen, double click, and it's made it longer. I'd like to draw your attention to these numbers. It shows you the old desired spacing value was 100 and the new value is 189.7. What does this refer to? It refers to the values in the justification menu over here. So the old desired value was 100. If I reset this to 100, the paragraph will go back to what it was. But if I move it to 189, not quite enough, 189 point, what was it, 0.7? There you go. So the script finds the exact number that it needs to be, the very minimum change to add an extra line. And it tells you what the old value was and the new value, so that you can decide also by looking at the numbers. Also, obviously, you have to look at the paragraph itself to see, does this look too spacey for me? I think it does. So I would avoid having such a spaced out paragraph. But it finds the exact correct number that you need to add that extra line. Again, if I take this down to 189 precisely, we lose the line. We needed that 189.7. So add a line and remove a line. If it can't, takes the values down to a minimum and it still doesn't achieve the lengthening or the shortening, then it will not do anything. But let's try it here on this paragraph. Lengthen, double click, and there you go. Wow, it was 100, it had to go out to 318. So that is very spacey, and I would avoid that. You can undo by Control Z. I want to show you one other thing, which is actually a very good tip in general for all scripts. Is how to create a shortcut, a keyboard shortcut, because these two scripts are definitely scripts that you'd want to have keyboard shortcuts for. How to create a keyboard shortcut for a script. So have a look. We're in the scripts panel here, and yeah, I've got a lot of scripts. I'm in the user folder here, okay? And the scripts are called, as we said, paragraph, lengthen, and shorten. I've already got keyboard shortcuts attached with them, doesn't matter. So I'm going to go to the edit menu, and to keyboard shortcuts, okay. I'm going to go to the product area. Here is scripts, okay, and here you see it says application, and we were in the user folder. So scroll down to locate the script until we see user, and here's user and paragraph LMNOP. Here we go, paragraph lengthen and paragraph shorten. So right now this has a shortcut. I'll remove it, and I'll remove the one from here. Let me just zoom in a little bit so that we can see this more clearly. Fine. So lengthen and shorten. Lengthen doesn't have, but the shorten does have a shortcut. I'll remove it. Okay. So what you do is you click on the script that you want to add a shortcut to, and it's very important here. Zoom out a little bit in the context that you get the context right. The context means basically which tool do you have selected in InDesign. Now obviously for these scripts we would want the text context down here, because we'll always be using the text, the type tool, when we want to use these scripts. We need to select a paragraph, so definitely the context to choose here is text. And let's make a new shortcut. What I recommend, a very decent shortcut for this script, this is the lengthen one, is Control Shift Alt and right arrow. Okay, makes sense. Right arrow to increase it. Shift, Control, Alt, right arrow, and let's assign that to that. And for the shorten, I'm going to make sure I'm in the text content, and I'm going to do Control, Shift, Alt, and left arrow to shorten it, to go smaller left, whatever, and assign. So we've assigned these two things. Now, it's very important to save your changes. If we just click OK, the changes won't be saved, and I think you should make a new set. Create a new set over here, which I've done, which I call my favorite. You can have loads of sets, by the way, it can be very useful. A new set, and save these changes into your new set. So save, and now I'm OK, happy to click OK, zoom out again, and here we go. So now, to lengthen this paragraph, for instance, over here, what I need to do is press Control, Shift, Alt, and right arrow, and there you go. It's lengthened the paragraph. Okay, I can undo that. And let's see if it can shorten this paragraph. I'm not sure if it can. It seems to me that the last line is too long, but Control, Shift, Alt, left arrow. No, so you see, it says, turned all settings down to minimum, but nothing happened. So it doesn't work. And Control Z to undo. It will actually retain the minimum settings, and you could just Control Z to undo. But here, for instance, if I want to add a line, so Control, Shift, Alt, right arrow, and that's worked, and that's great. Don't like it, undo, Control Z, and so on. You can't always remove a line. Let's try from this paragraph here to remove a line. Let's just show hidden size. So Control, Shift, Alt, and left arrow, and yes, it managed, but it went all the way from desired spacing of 80 down to 12.5. Clearly, this is no good for anyone. The words are bashing into each other. So Control Z to undo. Still, it does make it very, very easy to make paragraphs longer and shorter. I think you'll find that you'll be using this the whole time when you're trying to balance a book, create just right length of paragraphs. So link will be in the description. How to get hold of this pair of scripts. It will be from the ID Extras website, and I think you'll find them super useful. That's it for now. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.